By the time she questioned it, it already felt natural. The way he needed to know where she was, the way her opinions slowly started sounding like his, the way she apologized not for things she did, but for things she felt. She didn't walk into a trap. She was guided into one, slowly, expertly, by someone who had learned long before he ever met her exactly what to look for. This is not a story about monsters. It is a story about systems, about the invisible rewiring of identity, about how narcissists don't find their victims by accident, they recognize them, and understanding how might be the most important thing you ever learn. To understand how narcissists spot their victims, you first have to understand something that feels deeply uncomfortable. The people who become targets were not chosen randomly. They were shaped long before the narcissist arrived by systems that trained them, sometimes by well-meaning parents who praised compliance over authenticity, by schools that rewarded silence over curiosity, by relationships that taught that love was something you earned through sacrifice, through shrinking, through perpetual, exhausting effort. The training was rarely loud. It operated through repetition, ritual, and the slow accumulation of small moments. A child who learns that expressing needs creates conflict learns to suppress needs. A child who learns that their emotional reactions make others uncomfortable learns to manage their emotions into invisibility. A child who learns that approval is conditional learns to perform, to scan, to anticipate, to adapt themselves to whatever shape the room requires. By the time they are adults, this is not a behavior. It is an identity. They call it being considerate, being empathetic, being low-maintenance, easygoing, understanding, and they are all of those things. They are also, and this is the part nobody tells them, broadcasting a signal, loud and clear. Exactly the kind of person who has spent their entire life learning to read it. Narcissists are not simply arrogant. The clinical picture is far more complex and far more chilling. At the core is a profound, unrelenting need for what psychologists call narcissistic supply, validation, admiration, control, and emotional energy. And like any organism with a survival need, the narcissist becomes exquisitely, almost supernaturally skilled at locating its source. They scan every room they enter, a rapid, intuitive assessment of every person present, reading behavioral signals. What are they looking for? They are looking for the ones who look away first, the ones who apologize when bumped into, the ones whose posture softens in the presence of a strong personality, the ones who laugh a little too quickly at jokes that aren't funny. They are looking for the ones who have been trained to prioritize the emotional comfort of others over the clarity of their own instincts. And when they find one, they do not pounce. That is the myth. It begins with warmth, an intensity of attention that feels, at first, like the most profound recognition you have ever experienced. They see you or seem to. They reflect back to you a version of yourself that is brighter, more interesting than the one you usually carry around. It feels like falling in love with yourself through someone else's eyes. It is called love bombing. The narcissist does not create that need. The system did. They simply found the door. I need to stop here. If you are watching this and something is landing differently, you are not alone. Subscribe right now. There is always a moment of resistance. It is small, easy to miss. Maybe the first time something they say doesn't add up, your instinct registers it, a quiet, internal flag, something is off. And then the explanation arrives, smooth, reasonable. I've been hurt before. I just need to know you're not going to leave. And the system that trained you activates. You were taught that the loving response to someone's pain is to absorb it. So you file the flag away. You tell yourself you were being oversensitive. This is the direct output of years of training. Each time you choose their narrative over your own perception, you are rehearsing a pattern of self-abandonment. You are not being controlled. You are learning to control yourself for them. That distinction makes the system so devastatingly effective. the most sophisticated version of. This process requires only normalization. Each small override of your instinct makes the next one easier. You wake up anxious and conclude that you need to do better. You miss who you used to be. The narcissist no longer needs to manage you. You are managing yourself. This is the loop payoff. From the outside, you look fine, functional. The relationship looks normal because you have worked so hard to make it appear that way. If this felt like a memory, go to the comments, write something, one sentence. Naming what happened is the first crack in the wall. Here is where the story turns. Understanding the system is the beginning of resistance that doesn't fade. Your trait sympathy, forgiveness, desire for connection are not flaws. They are strengths that were exploited. The shame begins to lift. You were chosen because of the qualities they could not manufacture in themselves. Genuine warmth, genuine empathy, genuine love. The identity that the system built is not permanent, it was learned, which means it can be unlearned. The system that taught you who you were was not the final word on who you are. Protect your capacity for love, starting with yourself. Narcissists don't spot victims by accident. They find the ones the world trained. Understanding is about freedom. If this video gave you language for what you've been carrying, subscribe. Share this with someone who needs it. I'll see you in the next one.